Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, good evening, everyone. It is Frisco FCL 2 finals have just started. The current view that you're watching right now is Frisco Super Kings versus BCA. BCA is batting, Frisco Super King is bowling. The beautiful weather, little chilly, but at least not windy. And both teams are going to play under light. No advantage to single team. It's it's good for both teams. So as of right now, as you can see, BCA have scored 10 runs. Second over is about to complete. And we are going to have some more commentators. I'm waiting. Rohit, you want to come here? Entertain FCL people who are watching live.
Good evening, everyone. This is Rohit signing in for the match between FSK and BCA. Sorry, guys, I'm just running in from the other side, umpiring for a second. So, luckily, stepping in at the right time. We're in the end of 2 overs. BCA are at 10 for no loss. Ravi Kumar about to face the music in the third over. Rishi, who was expensive in the first with a lot of extras on the wide side, is going to be starting his second over. Field set. Rishi coming in over the stumps. He's just not yet got the hang of the line today. Still bowling on leg side of the stumps. An extra. Ravi stepping in and mentioning to that it's still a little bit wide. Shot. Caress to the point. Grass is slightly heavier on the NE2 side. Oh, that is very close. That is very close. The umpire stands his ground and shakes his head as not out. And batsman is saved. That was not for second. The ball had just crossed the point and the fielder had just stepped in. There's a lot of debate on the field about that particular decision, but I don't think so it's going to change because umpire's already made his mind up. It's going to stay as this. Lucky break for BCA over there. Fielders seem to have accepted the call and they are all going back to their field setting area. There was a sharp fielding there by the point fielder who ran in all the way, tracked the ball down, threw the ball back in, but unfortunately a lucky bounce for BCA as well. The keeper had to jump up in the air just to get the ball back into the stumps. Now, there seems to be a lot of delay with respect to bowling over here. placing it on time. Rishi settling into a line. He's still trying to get that fuller length ball over there. Still on the shorter side, but luckily the batsman did not get much of the bat over there. Just stuck onto the ground. We have got our commissioner, Mr. Balaji, roaming around over here. Rishi trying to finish up his over right now. Excellent. That was a line in the good length and in the right channel. That's the end of the third over, and score remains at 15 for BCA with the loss of no wickets.
Initially, I thought something we are using it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mic test 1 2 3 1 2 3. Good to go. So we just replaced the microphone over here, guys. So that was a delay with respect to the commentary. Yogesh is starting his second over. That was a straight down long on strode. It was just a single down the straight. Ravi still placing the balls. Yogesh seems to have definitely settled in through a line. Oh, appeal behind the stumps, but the ball was way past the batsman before he tried a shot. Nice drive, straight to mid-off's hands. Vikramjeet covering it up over there. Singles are not going to hurt FSK at this point of time. It's in the power play. 3.4 overs. BC is still at 16 for now. Watchfully defended. Edged it to the third man area before the fielder could even swoop in. The run was already made. Easy single. This is a stark contrast to what's happening on the other side of the ground, guys. For the folks who are just tuned in on this one, there is a finals which is also going on for the evening league on the other side. FRR Vela versus Raptors. Vela seems to have settled into their bowling rhythm pretty well over there. And a single to end the over here, right on the body. The line seems to be good. BCA at 18 for no loss after 4 overs. Welcome back, folks. Vikram is going to start off his spell. Still bowling into the power play. Field setup with all the fielders inside except for long off and long on. It seems to be that Vikram is going to stay on fuller length. At least it indicates that way. Let's hope that happens from a bowling perspective. Really need some momentum at this point in time. So let's hope that BCA capitalizes this over. Oh, right in the channel, taking the neck right into the keeper's gloves. He didn't even have to move a step over there. Excellent bowling from Vikramjeet. First ball, first wicket. BCA 18 for 1 after the 4 overs. Also, this is true. It's on YouTube. So for the folks who have just stepped in, BCA has just lost its wicket right in the channel ball from Vikram first up in his bowling, and there was a straight edge back to the keeper. For the folks who have just joined in, there is a YouTube link as well as a Facebook link which has been published in our FCL captains and OCCA group. So please be on the lookout for that. In case if you need a live streaming link, it's on the Cricket Club's app as well. So all those things have been shared with the details. Hopefully, everyone is enjoying the match in the confines of the home. Wish the umpires make this game a little bit faster. They're taking a lot of time in between balls, in between overs, and batsman is at their own pace coming into the ground as well. Running in again, right on the money. Excellent bowling, well defended by the batsman as well. Watching the ball very closely. First up. Oh, he changed his length and he deceived the batsman big time over there. Batsman was still expecting a fuller length ball. The ball was on shorter side and then it just missed the edge. Excellent bowling by Vikram again. Right on the money again, but slightly on the leg stump. Neatly tucked away for a single. Sharp fielding, but batsman had made it home comfortably over there. BCA is slightly starting to rebuild. Is this work? Excellent end to the over. Oh, so still a ball left over there, but excellent over to begin with. This is as good as worth of gold over there. Just a single off this over. 5 balls have passed already, with a wicket also being taken in this over. Again, right on the money. Excellent over by Vikram to finish off the 5th over. BCA at 19 for 1. Nice. Okay, for the folks who have missed out, this is the bowling cards for Super Kings. Some excellent bowling, sir. Batting card for you. Chaitanya is the lone wicket which is going down. Bowler running in. Excellent shot. Just picked up. Shot of a length ball. The grass is slightly heavy, but the ball was still having enough legs to cross the boundary fence. That's the first boundary? Probably. First boundary till now. Good shot by Ravi. Bowler named Praveen, who's starting 6th over. Boundary was from Mesh on the other side. Still fixated on Ravi on this one. Again, a short ball, but slightly on a better line. The ball was diving into the batsman. He just moved out of the way. Let it safely pass to the keeper. Nimesh trying for a big hit again and almost chopping it on. But excellent fielding. Thanks for the hospitality, guys. Nimesh. He has just come. Praveen still trying to get it a little bit fuller. Oh, actually a lot fuller than expected. Almost a full toss on the leg stump, but the batsman did not capitalize on that. Good fielding near the square leg. They're running all the way from short mid on. Restricted them to a single. For the folks who are not aware of NE2 used to be the most high scoring ground in FCL, but unfortunately in this season it's become the most. The cold air from the pond side is actually making the ball heavier. The ball does not travel as expected, and the bowlers are having their say in this season. Almost like somebody burst a firecracker in the middle of the field. It's a lot of cold mist right in the middle. Yeah, it's almost coming from the pond side, or if someone is smoking something on the ground on the other side, that might be the other way. Ooh, that was an excellent ball. Right on the length, and that's a good way to finish the power play. BCA at 24 for 1. Good start by FSK. Chaitanya is the lone batter who has got out till now. The keeper's name is Chaitanya on the other side too. Vikramjeet, the lone wicket taker at this point in time. Ravi Kumar safely negotiating the opening seam bowling of FSK, still batting at 7 out of 12. Nimesh, who has just stepped in, seems to try to up the ante. He scored a boundary over the leg side. He's going to be facing Vikramjeet Singh at the start of the 7th over. Shot on the length. Batsman safely tucking it across to the offside. No run. Fielding is pretty tight for the bowling. It's well thought out. Now field is spread out as well. There's a mid wicket, deep mid wicket. There's a long on. There's a long off. And the rest of the fielders circling like vultures inside the circle. Oh, that was a full right in the slot ball, but batsman tried to overhit it, missed the line completely. Vikram definitely has swung the momentum towards FSK, wherein absolutely no boundaries are being scored off his bowling. The ball is not even being tucked around for a single. That's the kind of control which he has brought into his bowling. Good length ball. That was a sharp single. Batsman was on the move anyway, so the non-striker had to respond back to it, and there was a good coordination between the two of them. Completed the single safely over there. Safely tucked in to the leg side. Ball was on the fuller side, but batsman did not have the time to get under that. Just flicked it to a single behind the square. Both teams have actually scored pretty high in their league runs, and then they have been very, very good on their bowling side of the house. They are expecting at least a 140, 150 kind of a score over here. Each that, BCA has to really start picking up the momentum at this point in time. SK seems to have settled right into the grooves of their normal bowling side. Ball slightly outside the line. Umpire raises his arms for a wide. That's the first extra which Vikram has given a crossover there. Uh, Slightly wider again. Vikram seems to have just left this hand a little bit. He was trying to do variation wherein he was trying to stretch the batsman a little bit more on the offside because he was trying to swing him towards leg. Nice plot, but the ball is just not landing in the right zone for him yet. Moving his field slightly. Looks to be a sit-up. But he is going to bowl full, slow, and outside the off stump. Let's see what happens. Yep. Umpire was in Vikram's favor this time around. The ball was still on the wider line, but they judged it a legal delivery. That's a plan which seems to be set, as was discussed, wherein it was going to be outside off on the length. Just have to wait for the umpire signal. It's going to be Bice wide down the leg side. Ball was way too far away from the keeper as well. It just trickled down all the way to the fine leg fence wherein the ball was retrieved. A single, an extra off the wide as well. BCA reaching a 31 for 1. Last ball of the 7th over still yet to. Needs a good finish for the over. Just bowled well until now. Full length, and that's an excellent ball, beating the batsman's defenses completely. Absolute beauty of a ball from Vikram. Off the length, and the batsman completely missed that. That takes Ravi's wicket over there. BCA at 2 down for 31 at the end of 7 overs. Chief Destructor seems to be Vikramjit Singh of FSK, who has bowled an excellent couple of overs, just yielding 8 runs of it, but taking 2 crucial wickets of both openers.
I can see the snowfall in July. Thinking about you. Thinking about you. Thinking about, just thinking about you, girl.
Welcome back, folks. For the folks who are just joining in, BCA Panthers are 31 for 2 after the end of 7 overs. Both openers dismissed by Vikramjit Singh in his 2-over spell, which he has bowled until now. Excellent shot. Fuller length ball, swung around to the leg side. Good fielding, sharp throw as well, but unfortunately, batsman had just made his ground. Keeper didn't collect it anyway, so it was a safe 2 for Nimesh. Praveen bowling his second over. Stage B stepping in as number 4 for BCA. Praveen running in. Shot wide, outside off stump. Superbly cut across. As mentioned, grass is slightly heavier on the ground, any 2 side of the ground, so the ball does not travel so quickly. Fielder can easily retrieve that. A double, nonetheless. Panthers seem to have understood that they are on slightly under par from a scoring perspective, so looks like batsmen have made up their mind that they are going to start scoring. Sharp single. Full and ball just tapped in front of the stumps. Fielders were slightly deeper on the infield side on the off. A single has been stolen over there. We're still yet to see the first maximum on any two from the finals from the morning league. The hoopla is around the other match which is going around, wherein the first 6 was scored on the other finals. Excellent ball, full length. Batsman tried to defend on it, but it was just not in line. The ball just raced on and hit the thighs. Good over. Couple of doubles right up at the start, but Praveen has pulled it back. Shot. Looks to be some excitement over there, wherein the ball seems to have nicked the stumps after the batsman has played through it. The umpire is mentioning that he has not seen the ball hitting the stumps. Looks to be excitement from the fielding team, but batsman is safe. The ball did not touch the stumps. It was almost a very good delivery. The batsman had just defended. He didn't even notice that the ball had just rolled over near to the stumps. There was a lot of excitement from the fielding team that as if the ball had touched the stumps. Umpire safely clarifying that it did not. BCA seems to have got a lucky break over there. Praveen checking his field for the last ball to finish it up strong. A fuller length ball. Batsman has driven straight down, long off. Running in safely for a single. At the end of 8 overs, that's 37 for 2. Catch you after the break.
Good morning, viewers. This is Nag Akula. Welcome to FCL Finals. It's a wonderful atmosphere here. It's a little cold here, but if you're dressed up, it's really nice out here. And if you really like cricket, it doesn't get any better under the lights. Light breeze. And if you're a cricket lover, the ball is doing something, I guess. Well, at least looking at the score, I would think BCA 2 is 37 for 2 in 8 overs. Probably ball is doing something. And that's been their hallmark, I guess. They start slow, try to get to 140, 150, and defend with their bowling. But FSK today is, I looked at their scoring card. They have come up with a really strong team. So it's going to be really interesting contest.
Thank you, Nag. Yeah, I was just explaining the viewers just a little bit on the same side that the score seems to be heading towards the 140 side of the things. An excellent shot. The fuller length ball from Bharat, who has just started his over. Batsman thought that shot was heading down to the boundary. Tej did not even attempt for a second. Excellent fielding down at the fence during near mid wicket, and the long on who just stepped in to back him up through a strong throw, restricting them just to a single. It wasn't a good shot. It was about to yield a 4, but good fielding resulted in just a single. Nimesh safely negotiating it again. That was a fuller length ball again from Bharat. Everybody from Frisco Super Kings seems to have settled in on a perfect line and length right up at the start of the bowling. It's as if they have been bowling in the nets for almost hours together and just come in on the ground. Slightly down the leg side, waiting a signal whether it's touched the bat or the legs. It looks to be that as of right now, it seems to have taken the batsman's flick and ran all the way to the fine leg for a double. Slightly down on the leg side. The ball was full. If it was anywhere on the stumps, it would have been difficult to negotiate. It's hoping for a wicket. There's a lot of cheers coming across from the ground now. All on the shorter side, but on the right line and length for this particular wicket. Especially when a ball is dropped in the middle of the pitch, it's extremely difficult to clear the side boundaries in any two because it's so huge. Ball on the shorter side again. Excellent single, excellent single. There was a nice coordination between the two batsmen over there. Batsman just tapped it towards point and they were off for a single. Throw came in sharp right on the stumps, but batsman was already made it ground over there. Captain of Frisco Super Kings has definitely started off in a good way over here. Just 4 runs of the first 5 balls. Slight delay over there because the ball was pulled into the stumps after the throw, but to just verify whether the stumps are in the right place or not. Coming across to finish his last ball. Bowls a full length ball, almost a low full toss for the batsman. Not much which could be done from there. Ball is slightly heavier, as was described a little while earlier. It's just a straight down, long on throat for a single. At the end of 9 overs, BCA Panthers are 42 for 2. Both openers have been dismissed. Looks to be a change of bowling now. Rajat seems to be at the helm of the bowling. Last over before the break. Missed his run up. Starting again. If this over goes well for FSK, that would be an excellent first 10 overs for them. Fuller length. Batsman can just knock it down to long on for a single. 43 for 2 after 9.1. Shorter on the leg side, but that is the state of this pitch. The ball just does not come on to the batsman. They're completely off with the timing at this point of time. Expecting a slightly faster ball, but the ball came in very, very slow for them. Fuller length ball, swayed towards mid-wicket. Fielder from deep mid-wicket running all the way down. Excellent fielding over there at the deep mid-wicket side. Throw came in pretty fast. Oh, that was a good relay. That was an excellent relay from deep mid-wicket to short mid-on, threw it back to the keeper, but unfortunately for them, the batsmen had completed their runs. Good shot. 3 runs off that particular ball. That was a good shot. Good cricket all the way around over there. Batsman definitely tried to swing it all the way towards the mid-wicket because it was a full length ball. Fielder running all the way from kind of a in between fielder between long on and mid-wicket, and he ran all the way across to the square. Picked up the ball, threw it back. Good relay from the mid-on. Almost got a wicket again for them. Shot way wide off the off stump. As expected, called a wide. Three more balls to the break. Fuller length ball swiped right across to long on for a single. I still remember these kind of balls used to travel all the way across halfway through any one from any two because the ball was just flying across from any two, but tables are completely turned towards bowler's favor at this point in time. Anything on the fuller length, anything on the shorter length, all the batsmen can do is just knock it around the park sometimes, unless and until they are extremely good with their timing and they're caught hold of that particular pitch on how it's behaving. Fuller length ball again. That's the batsman's legs. It was almost heading down towards a leg stump. That's the batsman's legs and then just safely across to fine leg. That was an excellent bowling again from Rajat, who seems to have just continued where the rest of the people have started off for FSK. 48 for 2 at the end of 9.5. That's the last ball to finish the over strong for them. And that would be an excellent first spell for FSK. Restricting the field. There's some disturbance on the field wherein there are players who are playing football on the other side of the ground just stepping in towards the boundary. Safely negotiate them out. Just take off rolling any injuries from the leather ball which is around over here. There's some funny sequence on the other side as well. Looks like somebody has set up a tent just to avoid the cold air. Fuller length ball. Swiped all the way safely into the long on's hands. That's another wicket for FSK right at the break. Nimesh, who was playing well for BCA Panthers, unfortunately has perished right at the nick of time. At the end of 10 overs, BCA is going to be 48 for 3. Let's see you after the break, guys.
This moment by tampons. That I will do. Count me in for that.
For Raptors and for Azul.
I don't know. Okay, folks. Welcome back after the break. At this point in time, for the folks who have just joined in, Frisco Super Kings have a very, very tight hold on this match, wherein they have taken 3 wickets of BCA Panthers for just 48 runs at this point in time. Kishore Kumar, who's going to be just stepping in for his first ball after the fall of wicket. Tej, who's yet to make his mark, is on the other end. He is at 5 of 7 deliveries, but he has still not yet gone into his attacking mode, which he normally plays. At this point in time, cold has definitely started to set in to the grounds. Wind has definitely started to pick up. And we got our commissioner of FCL, Mr. Balaji, who has just returned from India after a successful visit to a lot of political leaders over there, is going to be joining me in the commentary. Welcome, Mr. Balaji.
Hey, Frisco League. Thank you so much, Rohit. It's my pleasure joining you over the commentary board. And it's as always pleasure to sit here and anyone and any two watch any game, right? So getting back to the game, it looks like 10 overs, 48 for 3. What do you think, Rohit?
At this point in time, they are safely headed towards a 140 kind of a score, and that too with a lot of push, which is expected in the next 10 overs. Bowling seems to be pretty tight. Let's hope that we get some kind of momentum in the next 5 overs.
I think we are on the same page. The way FSK putting a lot of energy into the field and the disciplined bowling, I think I'm not surprised with the restrictions they have made on BCA Panthers. And to me, having played in any two, anywhere between 140 and 150 seems like a good fighting total.
Especially in this particular season. That was something which I was explaining to viewers a little while earlier as well, that any two has completely flipped on its head with respect to batting sides over here, wherein anything below 200 used to be considered to be an easy target. Now 140, 150 seems to be extremely difficult.
So this is my take on it. Do you think because of the weather?
It's definitely because of the cold weather. The cold air is definitely making the ball slightly heavier. The ball does not travel as expected. Slower bowlers and medium pacers are ruling the roost in the second season of Fireworks and Thunders over here.
Even I thought the same. So to be honest, after a good 105 days and above, I'm in the field, and I felt the ball. It feels heavy. So heavy ball. God bless the medium pacers, and God bless the batsman, right? And with good fielding, and so if you have 140, 150, definitely you can restrict and game on. And I think in any one game is also picking up good there. Raptors made 80. It's our responsibility to focus there as well. So viewers of this match also knows what's going on there. So I think they made around 80 in 10 overs, which is not bad. And even in any one, if they score 160, 170 on that ballpark, game is on. And FRR may really need to work harder to get that 160 to 170 for sure. I mean, on a given day, it's all about pressure, right? So it's a good game cooking up there too. And in our game here, let's say it's taking some time to refresh. 52 for 3 in 11 overs. Who's going to bowl?
At this point, it's going to be looking like Rajat again, starting his second spell after the break. Yep. Just to continue the last point, 160 in any one is definitely an excellent score in this particular season. I don't have to look anything beyond our own matches, which ended up in a very wrong side for us, wherein we were desperately short of our target by around 20 runs. Ace definitely comfortably beating us on that particular day. But Ace again got beaten by Raptors in an excellent defense over there, just 134 to defend, or 138 to defend actually, and then Raptors did it comfortably in the last over at this point in time. So anything in 140, 150 range seems to be an excellent score on both sides of the grounds. Going back to this particular match, that was again a sharp single, just guided towards third man, and they stole a single over there right into the hands of the fielder.
So far it's good bowling. I just saw the stats. Rajat is bowling good to the point, and Bharat is doing good to the point. 2 overs, 9 runs, 1.2, 8 runs from Rajat. Seems to be a good controlled bowling. And okay, is it a drop catch? It looks like a drop catch. Oh no! Oh no! Is it a butterfinger?
Nah, keeper was actually doing well all this while. It was just the excitement. I think he just came running in to catch the ball before he even caught it. Unfortunately, that was the mistake. The ball just popped out of his gloves and into the ground.
I hope he shrug it off and get back, because it's very important. FSK do not take the pedals off, right? So they need to get the advantage, and they need to hold on to the advantage they have created for themselves. It's very important. Even to be honest, see, there is no win factor. Usually, you need two on long of V. You just need to touch the ball. It goes to the boundary, right? So, on other hand, I think we spoke enough about FSK. On other hand, BCA Panthers, they need to stop swinging and start thinking on singles and doubles. What do you think?
At this point in time, they have to start consolidating again. They've just lost a flurry of wickets on the other side of the 10 overs. The batsman still seems to be in hitting mode at this point in time, wherein he thinks that is a safety option for him. But the bowlers are definitely on the right line and length. The ball was almost about to hit the stumps on its way back. It was an inside edge, safely negotiated finally just for a single. At the end of 12 overs, BCA Panthers at 55 for 3. Rajat continuing his excellent spell there.
So who's going to bowl next? This is going to be Vikram. But okay, so getting back to BCA Panthers batting. So if I am the captain of the team, or let's say, okay, let me put it this way. So if you're a captain of the team, so what would be the strategy?
The ideal strategy would be having someone who can try to lift up some kind of momentum into this particular innings. They seem to be lacking that particular momentum big time. They have barely scratched the surface of their own batting potential. Unfortunately, they have lost the wickets at the bad times, wherein they have just started to get a momentum between two batsmen. Unfortunately, they lose one. So they have to quickly consolidate and start getting into the scenario wherein they have one batsman who can hit and the other batsman can rotate around over there. That's our favorite cricketer over there in FCL, Nagakula, who is like taking care of our own FCL commissioner Balaji, who is braving the cold with just a light sweater.
So yeah. So I'm going to ask the same question to myself. so so my strategy would be settle down. Okay, it's a wide. Good leave. All right. So getting back to the BCA Panthers strategy, if at all they are hearing, first target 120. So do whatever you can because we have 8 overs. And okay, here we go. That's a good ball, Vicky. That's a very good ball. And this was expected. I know batsman was trying to swing all the ball as if he want to hit the ball every time and get the ball out of the park. Here we go. Hey, Dumil. Yeah, they are doing good. So it looks like for now, Frisco Super Kings 70-30. So it's 70-30 prediction from my side. And the BCA Panthers, they got to run. Stop swinging, start running, sorry. Right? So what do you think?
I would say as soon as Dumis stepped in near the commentary box, the betting started over here.
Probability.
So definitely one of the better games for Vikramjit Singh, who has been waiting in the wings for FSK for quite some time. He has definitely come in strong into this particular game. He has already taken the third wicket of his spell in just 2.1 overs. At this point in time, BCA Panthers definitely need some kind of batting consolidation at this. As Balaji was explaining, they have to first reach a safe target of around 120 just to make sure that they have run a ball target for FSK. But that seems to be a daunting target at this point in time, wherein everyone seems to be missing the line of the ball and they're just swinging through across the line. That's
So 60 runs, 64 odd runs in 8 overs. It doesn't look like impossible, but the way Vikram is bowling, I think he's going for 5-4. What do you think, Rohit?
I would definitely think so. He's definitely in the mood for a fifer. He was all pumped up during the break as well. He was actually not even thinking about the 2 wickets he had taken. He was actually complaining that he missed out on a couple of more wickets over there. So he definitely is in the zone. He's bowling with pace. He's in rhythm. Ball is zipping through and batsman actually has to just defend at this point in time. Not much of a scoring opportunity for them.
Yeah, you are spot on. Like I really like the way Vicky runs in. Look at the energy behind the ball. He's really pumping, and also the close-in fielders are not giving even an inch, right? So and also they're right up there with the batsman, right? So I like the energy of FSK, and this team looks like they're here for the cause. Okay, they are. It looks like these guys are really desperate to lift the cup, right? So let's see. But as a viewer, all I want is a good finals, right? I want a good finals, and I want BCA Panthers to go for 120, and then I want FSK to go for that 120 at least to have a good competition.
That would be a nice way to actually start off with the finals over here, because we were expecting a high-scoring finals on both sides of the ground. At least in NE2, looks to be, hopefully, it's going to be a low-scoring thriller, wherein the bowling is probably going to take over the batsman at this point in time.
So, all right, I will take a short break. Gotta go and get my winter clothes on.
Okay, with the break which Balaji is going to be taking, I'm going to be joined with Mr. Dhumil, who has just stepped in for us. He's a staunch supporter of Frisco Super Kings, and he's here braving the cold. and he's going to take his insights to the viewership of FCL. Here from Dumal.
Good evening, everyone. Watching Frisco Super Kings, BCA Panthers finals. It's my pleasure to be here. Excellent over by Vicky, wicket taking over. We got 13 overs, 58 runs, 7 overs. BCA Panthers would have to come up with a unique strategy to at least get 8 runs an over to put at least 120 on the board, because it will be a tough contest otherwise.
At this point in time, definitely Dumal, wherein there is last 7 overs. Usually this used to be like the powerhouse and the power play for the back end of the innings. But unfortunately for BCA Panthers, they have to consolidate as well as start thinking about lifting the momentum for this particular second half of the innings. Easier said than done. Ball is heavier, slightly colder. Bowling is on the spot and on target, not giving an inch from any of the fielders who haven't seemed to have dropped anything except for one catch which went behind the stumps. Apart from that, fielders are definitely on target. Rajat starting his third over at this point in time. He's nicely settled into a fuller length kind of a deliveries over there. If anybody can clear the straight short boundaries on any two, that might be the easier way to go about it. Hope that BCA batsman can get some momentum behind it now. So knowing you, Dumal, I know that you do not watch that much of cricket on normal international scale as well. How do you seem to find FCL progressing along the way over here?
It's a fantastic format. When we talk about recreational cricket, I mean, Frisco has done a fantastic job, especially building the infrastructure, ground, and creating this. The city and the city population has been very supportive of the whole event, and we're seeing the end results and the fruitfulness of the whole situation. Now, Rajat with his second delivery, and it's up in the air. Would it be taken as a catch? Oh, what a soft drop. Soft drop, tough break for Rajat. He would have loved to see that wicket in his previous over. The wicketkeeper, Dr. Chowda, also had an edge, and a catch was also not taken. And it's frustrating for ballers to have opportunity to take wickets and not being able to take them off the field. Kishore getting another lifeline or a lifeline. Here comes the third delivery. Again, gone to the ground like a single, and they're just moving the ball along. Great throw by Yogesh Tangi from the ground. We have 3 deliveries in, 61 for 4 for BCI.
Just as we are trying to take a break over here in any two side of the ground, there was a 6 which was right across the commentary board over here from the other side of the ground, which we didn't even see across coming to our side. A shot a ball from Rajat on the offside, safely negotiated for a single towards the covers. At this point in time, just continuing that particular point, this is an excellent infrastructure development from Frisco, from a city perspective, as well as from Rajan, who has spent a lot of time behind the scenes getting a fields manager kind of an event, which actually happened in DPL not too long ago. It was a very successful event in Dallas Premier League, wherein there was a lot of media collaboration efforts which was spent. There was a lot of appreciation which came along with it. Rajan has now started to extend that across to the Frisco Cricket League, wherein the finals are brought to you by the same team, and folks from multiple teams are now pitching in from a commentary perspective, sharing our thoughts and our views into this particular match.
Excellent over by Rajat. I am sure Frisco's Kings are very happy having 4 run and average coming from BCI. They're looking to get something going. Pankaj and Kishore would have to take some risk. 6 overs remaining at 62 for 4. That seems to be below par in terms of scoring. We'll see if they can bring some momentum. Do keep in mind they have a power play remaining for the second half. No power play. 6 overs and it's all done. Okay, there's no power play too, so they won't have that great of an opportunity, but they'll have to take a risk. This is the last over for Vikramjit, correct? I think. And he bowled it. What a fantastic! That's a 4th wicket by Vikramjit. Unbelievable bowling today. Unbelievable bowling. he's retiring Pankaj with a strikeout. That's seems to be turning the game around.
Excellent bowling again from Vikram. We were just discussing about him just in the previous over with Balaji. He is in absolute beautiful rhythm over there in the evening. Is right from the ball one when he took the wicket of Ravi at that point in time, or I think Chaitanya. Sorry, pardon for that. But even from that particular first ball of the innings, he has been on length, on song, right in the right channels over there for the batsman. This one straight onto the stumps, batsman completely swinging across the line and missing it straight into the middle stump. That's a fourth wicket for Vikram. Looks like he is heading for that fifer, which was eluded him from last season. This point in time, Panthers struggling at 62 for 5 after 14.1 overs. Desperately requires someone to hold on the ground over there and take some big hits, taking them towards a respectable score of 120.
One does question BCI does have the bowling power to defend a score, but they would feel a lot more comfortable if they had at least 120 to 140 plus on the field. There is a case for playing a final and chasing a score. Nerves can come in play, plus the weather also does drop. But we'll see Vikramjit continue his bowling. And then I'm joined in my commentary by Sharda.
Hi, good evening. It's a wonderful day to play cricket. I'm enjoying these finals. How are you doing today, Dumil?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Just trying to stay warm, sir. All right, here comes the next delivery from Vikram. Let's see if he can continue his hat-trick stance. Oh, well defended by the batsman. A new batsman, Arun Kumar, just trying to settle in. And Frisco Kings trying to continue to put pressure on BCI. 62 for 5. We have 34 more deliveries. Let's see if BCI can pull up some additional run to bring him above 100, 120 plus. Oh, it's a wide ball. Or was it touched by the batsman? Let's wait for umpire signal. I think it was a no score. No score. It was a leg.
Dhumil, you're enjoying this commentary?
Yes, Rajan bhai. Thank you so much
It's
for
cold,
bringing me on.
Dallas, we have DIPL Commissioner Dhumil Zaveri here. He's trying to entertain you. Thanks, Dhumil, for coming here on this chilly day.
Thank you,
Thanks
Rajan
for
bhai, for
commentary.
having me. So that was a leg by no run was signal. Batsman just go cross. I believe Kishore should be on strike. Let's just wait for them to make the necessary correction. Or
Balls left and Vicky's over. What do you think is going to happen to the bowling once his spell is over, Dumil?
they have 2 runs were taken by the bowlers, but yes, they do have a couple of other overs left for Yogesh and Rajat. And Rishi as well, who's their star bowler so far in every single inning, as well as Bharat. So they do seem to have a depth in terms of their bowling. Let's see in death overs if they can pull and continue to put some pressure and continue to choke BCI on their run rate.
2 balls left in the over. They try to play it away. They're trying to watch out his over, not lose another wicket. He's taken 4 wickets for 13 runs. What an excellent spell today. And he's going to bowl his last ball. Here's a trivial fact. He's never taken 5 wickets in an innings. Let's see if he can produce magic off this last ball and take his first 5 wickets in an inning spell. Kishore on strike. He plays it straight. Oh, it's in the gap. They're running for 2. He should be an easy 2. And that's the end of a great spell from Vikramjit Singh. End of over number 15, and we are at 66 for 5.
Fantastic over by Vikram. Let me pull up the bowling stats. As we can see, we have Rishi and Yogesh and Rajat with an over, Bharat as well with 2 overs. So they do seem to have a depth for their star bowlers. Yogesh has been absolutely strangling with the run rate of 2.5 econ. That's fantastic. What do you say about that, Rohit?
Excellent bowling display from Frisco Super Kings today. The scorecard indicating on the screen is just a mere representation of what they have done on the field. And for the folks who have been listening and watching this particular match, the voice between the overs was from Amit Kalra, who has spent a lot of time advertising about the Frisco Cricket League over the last few weeks in this particular season. Coming back into the commentary box is Mr. Balaji, who seems to have found some sweatshirt somewhere just to protect him from the cold. That was an excellent bowling again. Adjusting the scoreboards a little over here. The Panthers desperately looking for some runs at this point in time. They're definitely under par at this point in time. After the end of 15 overs, they are still stuck at 67. Try for a big heave over long on, inside edge, into the fine leg area. Fielded through in the ball, but unfortunately the batsman had already stepped in to crease safely. A couple to start off the 15th. Balaji, you seem to have come around after a discussion with a lot of players around the ground. What do you think that it's going to happen in this last 5 overs for BCA Panthers?
I think BCA Panthers need to write their own fate on this game right now. Right now, do it. Or I don't want to say it. While we are talking, it's another wicket. 69 for 6. Unfortunately, things are not looking so good for BCA Panthers. And on the flip side, FSK, yeah, they have the bright sun on their side for sure. So 120 at this point of time, to be very honest, I don't think so. It's going to be that easy for BCA Panthers to hit those 3-digit mark. What do you think?
Definitely looks to be difficult at this point in time. 120 at least was supposed to be the par target on this particular ground. They have lost their wickets in regular fashion at this point in time. There unfortunately has been no partnership which seems to have developed in between the batsmen. Vikramjit Singh, who finished his spell with excellent bowling figures, taking 4 wickets along the way, 3 of them right in the channel and taking the stumps along the way. Every other bowler from Frisco Super Kings have settled in their line and length, and they are on the mark, not letting 1 inch towards the BCA Panthers. The new batsman is Venkat, who has stepped in, trying to get some score behind him. Been running in. A full length ball swung away towards mid-wicket. Batsman desperately trying for a second, but the non-striker had taken the start, but the batsman Venkat was pretty slow on the first run. He didn't turn back quickly enough for a second.
It looks like Kishore is kind of playing an anchor role for BCA, and not a bad start from Venkat either. He's showing some intent. I like the intent because this is a game of intent. You're not going to hold this 4 wickets and put it in the bank for your savings, right? So, so go big or go home is going to be the motto right now, or else I hate to say this, but it may end up as a one-sided game, which we really don't want, right?
Unfortunately, nothing can be said in the game of cricket. Anything can happen. BCA Panther seems to have an exceptional bowling lineup too. Let's hope that we get a low-scoring thriller at least out of this particular match. Excellent end to the over. Panthers ending up at 71 for 6 after the end of 16th.
You're right, Rohit. You're right, Rohit. You're doing that? We have got sponsor. Yeah, kind of. Alright, we are back. So, hey Rohit, look, cricket is a funny game, no doubt. And let's be practical too. Right? So, I really wish some magic can happen from nowhere. And let's say, hypothetically speaking, um, from the BCA side, bowling is too great and batting. I mean, their fielders are up to the mark. They basically catch everything. Even with that, do you think 80-90 is enough on this NE2?
Definitely not. 80 or 90 runs would be way under par compared to what even we have seen in this season, wherein bowling has literally taken the cream from all directions. But again, at this point in time, Rishi seems to have come back for his second spell of bowling. His first spell, he did not settle into a line and length, which he normally does with a swinging ball. But today, unfortunately, he was way too short. He was bowling on both sides of the wicket, wherein he was giving a lot of extras. So this probably can be a scenario wherein if he does not correct his line and length, BCA can get some momentum out of his bowling. So let's see.
So, knowing Rishi, we have played and have captained for the Rockstars team, and he was bowling. For me, he's a no-nonsense bowler. I mean, to the point, right on the spot, beautiful left arm action. I really love his bowling. And I didn't see his first spell, but first ball, I think he's on slot. He's on slot for sure. Okay, okay. It looks like batsman missed it. It's a full toss ball. Again, BCA. I hope you guys can start running for a bit. Oh, we are 16.2. Basically, we have how many balls? Like, we're talking about 22. 22 balls, 30 runs. Should be easy. What do you think?
30 runs for the next 22 balls. BCA would definitely take it from both hands with the way things are going at this point in time. As you mentioned, Rishi seems to have definitely come back into the groove. He seems to have just picked up the steam from Vikram or any one of the other bowlers in FSK, and then he has settled into a nice rhythm over there. This is going to become extremely difficult if he sticks on to that line and length for BCA batsmen to pick him off the ground. Field is spread out, ball is heavier, and all they could do is just tap a single on the offside. A sharp single, though.
So that is what I expected from the first ball, right? So I somehow feel BCA Panthers are more in a swinging mode than in a running mode. I've been saying this for the last 6-7 overs, maybe, right? So if they had a clarity of what is good total, right? So and check in with the reality and talk with their bowlers, what is the best total you can go and show some energy, right? So you need some total behind you to have that energy coming in from your fielders so that and your bowlers to defend, right? So I think last two balls they did good, at least coming back to the reality, right? So you can't swing all the ball, right? So you have 6 balls, you can't swing all the 6 balls, right? So first ball single, second ball single, and you have a boundary here and there, and bowler is in pressure, and he may sneak one wide here and there. So it's not hypothetical, but I wish it's been played that way. But what do you think?
I'm pretty much sure that anyone who's listening from the BCA side would have loved to have that happen, but unfortunately it's just not there. A swinging full length ball. Batsman tried to swing it way out of the ground. Unfortunately, just taking a top edge straight into the hands of third man, not making any mistakes over there. Rishi has got his first wicket. BCA slipping further down, 73 for 7 at the end of 17. Just 3 more overs remaining. They are still way under par from an FCL Season 2 score on the NE2 side.
So, okay. So game time between the commentators now. What do you think the final score of BCA?
Unfortunately, if we have to predict, I'm predicting somewhere between 95 to 105 over at this point of time, even if they get a good finish in the last 3 overs. But with the way FSK is bowling, looks like it's going to become a slightly pipe dream at this point of time.
Okay. So you're saying 95 to 105. Okay, if I ask you, give me one number, what would be it?
I would say 98.
Okay, so 98. I think we both are on the same page. I wish they can get a 3-digit, but it looks like it looks like it's going to be a task currently, right? It's going to be a task for BCA to get the 3-digit, but I really hope they can get the 3-digit. But my instinct is saying it's going to be somewhere between 98 and 99, hanging in there for the 3 digit. Okay, so the said batsman, I think Srinivas got out, right? Who got out? But anyway, so I think Venkat was playing little more sensible. So he's connecting well. I saw his first ball. He was able. He was hitting the ball in the V, which is a good sign. We'll see. Venkat, for me, is my man for BCA. First 2 balls, good connect.
I've not seen much of Venkat, to be very honest. So this is my first experience watching him. He seems to be timing the ball well, at least at this point in time, compared to the other batsmen who have come and perished pretty soon. At this point in time, any runs will be taken by BCA with both hands. At this point in time, Praveen running in, short aside. Keeper has definitely missed it. We are waiting for a signal whether it's a wide. Yep, it was a wide down the leg side. It's a gifted run and an extra, much needed for Panthers at this point in time. So coming back to the prediction on the score, of course we don't intend it to be under 100 at this point in time because it's going to be a low scoring game at this point in time. But with the way Frisco Super Kings are controlling the proceedings over there, it does not seem to be looking anything rosier for Panthers at this point in time. Scoring has almost come to a screeching halt at this time. Fielders are racing inbound. I've never seen more than 6 people standing inside the circle in the 18th over of the match. In a 2020 game, 6 fielders inside the circle in the 18th over is definitely something which is very, very special.
All right, so looking at the scorecard, the second highest scorer for BCA is the extras. And that sums up, right? The performance from the top order didn't click for BCA. And middle order failed a bit. Not a bit, sorry. It didn't, I mean, I would say it's a disaster in the middle order. So extras performed well after Nimish. And if I want to bet something on the score, let's say if it need to be more than 100, it should come from Venkat Nethi, I believe. That's a good hit. Okay, while I'm talking, it's a 6. Beautiful 6. Okay, so here we go. Is it Venkat?
Yep.
That's so easy to break. So now, what I was saying, if I want to bet, my man have already hit a 6. So it's so clear. If BCA needs to get that magical 3-digit, at this point of time, magical. So Venkat should stay, take some quick singles, and then hit this boundaries once in a while. I mean, once in a while meaning you have, just 12 balls to go.
This point in time, that was definitely an excellent shot straight down the long on area. The ball was full, but it still had to be hit. And as you have seen for the entire 18 overs, it was not that easy to clear the boundaries. Yeah. Venkat just connected it and sailed the ball all the way across to anyone at that point in time. So it was a huge 6 over long on. Much needed momentum to BCA Panthers. It's 84 for 7. Now we are pretty close to the score which Balaji was predicting around 98. I'm still on the mark for 105. Let's see what happens at that point in time. I increased my score from 98 to 105.
No, you can't back off. You said 98. When I asked for the last score, you said 98.
I always get a correction from the mill on my options all the time. So this is one more 7 runs which is getting added to me.
No.
13 more balls actually. And that's another good swing of the bat. That's actually a lucky miss hit for the batsman because the ball just landed safely in no man's land over there. Batsman actually just pinching one more run over there. Third run, excellent running. Excellent running by the batsman. Both of them were unsaying. Both of them trying to maximize the last minute remaining balls over there. It was a good hit. It's straight in the no man's area between covers and long off. And then fielder came running in, threw the ball. It just missed the wicketkeeper's gloves, and then an extra run was taken. Much needed momentum for BCA. Now they're at 87 for 7 at the end of 18th.
That's excellent running. Good thing about it, is Venkat is still holding the strike because of the last ball 3 run, and I would definitely love to see Venkat on strike, because at this point of time the only batsman I have seen who was able to clear the boundary for BCA is Venkat. So obviously even BCA is hoping Venkat can be on strike. Let's see. So okay, one more prediction just to keep it more interesting for ourselves in the commentator board, right? So how many runs do you think Rishi is going to give away this over? Don't give me a ballpark and don't get off from the number once you said, okay?
Okay, if we have to stick to the particular numbers and predictions for this particular over, with the way Rishi bowled in last over and the way the last over went with respect to the figure of batsmen, let's see, I'm going to give them around 8 to be taken off this over. At least a boundary coming off. But with the way their momentum is slightly building over the last 7 balls, I'm expecting them to run a lot of hard twos in this over. They should have understood that there are a lot of empty spaces in the ground. Even if they can't hit the boundaries, they can just clear the infield and they can start making some doubles or triples across over there.
I'm going to say 12 runs. 12 is my prediction. Here we go, the desperate throw from the fielder. And yeah, so that was a 2. And they should really try. They should really try. Another batsman should really support Venkat on running. At this point of time, he is your best bet. Get him on strike as much as possible in the next 11 ball and next 10 ball, honestly, right? So we'll see. So Rishi getting in there. Oh, that's a good ball. That's a good ball. Bowling. Good bowling, Rishi. All right. So Venkat is on strike. And Rishi is not yielding an inch. He is bowling as good as like the last over, right? And as good as he has been bowling. And I didn't see his first spell, but I'm so much used to see Rishi bowling this way. And we'll see. That's a big swing. I think at this point of time in the commentary board, Rohit is winning. Alright, we'll see. So, Rohit, you still think 8 runs?
With the way the things are going across here, I don't think so. Both of us are winning. I said 8 and you said 12. And Rishi has bowled his magical first 3 balls, wherein the batsmen have hardly touched the ball at this point. And the only run which came across was an extra by which came around. That was again on a length. Batsman tried to swing it hard, but that was a double which came out of nowhere. Excellent running by the batsman. This is the kind of intensity which they need in the field. The ball had barely crossed the 30 yards. Vikram was slightly slower coming off the ground, and the batsman pinched a double over there.
So this is what I expected. I hope someone from the BCA team have listened to us. Stop swinging, start running. Right? So no fancy shot, but still it yielded 2 runs. And how many runs in this over so far? 5 runs, no risk. Right? So now last ball, 4 or a 6.
For it, running in, pull and ball right underneath the bat. Not much batsman can do over there at this point in time. The best which they could do was pinch a single. They tried to go for a double, but the throw was on target. Excellent bowling from Rishi to finish off his spell. 4 overs, 20 for 1 wicket. Panthers at 93 for 7. Last 6 balls remaining. Let's see whether I can hit the mark at 98 or Balaji can hit the mark at 95. Okay, correction. He said 99, so a run above me at this point of time. Praveen seems to be coming in for the last over. At this point of time, cold has definitely started to set in. A lot of fielders wearing their jackets with hoodies. Definitely FCL umpires have allowed them to start wearing gloves. Otherwise, it would have been very difficult to even field the ball at this point of time.
Yeah. So weather is really going south, and it's getting really cold. To be very honest, and it makes more sense for the umpires to let fielders to have their gloves on, so that end of the day we play cricket for fun, and we do not want to see any injuries. And safety first, rest is next. Yeah. So so we'll see. So getting back to cricket. Last over, 6 balls to go. BCA, if they get 100 runs, this is what is going to happen. First thing, they're going to get some morale support, to be honest, and then their bowlers can get some belief, and the fielders can get some energy, and they can make at least a psychological, right? They can make some psychological advantage out of that three digit, right? So we'll say, oh, beautiful shot, beautiful shot, and that's going to be, it's the longest part of the ground, and it's going to be 3 runs.
Excellent shot. As you said, the ball was definitely rising on a length. Batsman used his entire height over there, caressed it over extra cover in the vacant area over there. Not much of fielding presence over there. Fielder from long off had to run all the way across to the cover that particular part of the boundary, threw it back. But batsman had definitely taken 3 runs for the first ball. Much needed impetus. 96 for 7. And then, as you were mentioning, 100 is definitely a psychological advantage. It's always a comfort factor to see that the 3 figures on the board. It's not as high as what they would have probably expected at the start of the match. Frisco Super Kings would have definitely taken 100 if you had said that it's going to be their target. Excellent bowling. Excellent ball to come back. The ball was tailing in. Batsman tried to swing it hard. An inside edge onto his own pads. Not much to do with that. 4 more balls to go.
Within the Cricket Club app or some wrong scoring, it shows 4.2 for Praveen. But I hope this is 3.2. Definitely a very good ball, and very good ball, followed by a really ordinary keeping, and that's a wide +1. It's really crucial runs for BCA. Let me put it that way, right? So that shouldn't be extra run. What do you think?
It was definitely on the wider side. It was slightly lower for the keeper as well, to be fair to him. The ball did not bounce that high. The keeper was standing slightly back, and the ball had probably died down on him. Straighter ball on the stumps. Batsman just could not get any power behind it. He could barely clear that across the 30 yards, but still excellent running.
100, here we go, 100.
That's 100 for Panthers. So both our scores have actually now taken over. The mental edge has been broken for 100 for Panthers. Definitely slightly later than what they would have expected, but nonetheless, still 100 on the board.
So hey Rohit, as I said earlier, right, if BCA would have planned for 120, I think they could have really made it. Like, instead of swinging, this quick running is what got them 102 on the scoreboard, not the crazy hitting, right? So it's sometimes, that's what I believe. It's being very practical. It's more important, and being very calculative is more important during these crucial games, right? So that you don't give any edge to your opponent. And I know sometimes things won't go in the way we plan, and it's very important we build on what we have been given on that particular day. I know 4 quick wickets, and after that they should be rebuilding, not swinging. And I think 102, I can commentate for some more time. or else it's going to be 90-10 probability for FSK versus BCA Panthers. 90 would go to FSK, right? Because cricket being a funny game, we don't know, but still, now I think it's going to be 80-20. 80-20 is fair, right, Rohit?
I don't know whether you're aware of it or not. I used to play for BCA Panthers at one point in time. So coming off the BCA blade, I would still kind of hope that they have the bowling impetus on the second part of the innings, wherein they make a meal out of this one and try to compete and take a couple of quick wickets in FSK's innings. And cricket is a funny game, as we have been discussing, and anything can happen from that point in time. Full length ball, caress through the covers, misfield over there, allowing the batsman for a second, trying for a third, but no throw was on target. At this point in time, that's the end of the innings, wherein the target seems to be 107 for FSK to chase. Good final couple of overs for BCA Panthers, wherein the score pushed from 84 to 106. Much needed momentum coming at the end, but unfortunately slightly too late at this point in time. But still, let's hope for a second innings which is much more competitive. Couple of quick wickets from BCA Panthers, and match can get definitely interesting. Final word from Balaji before the break.
Yeah, it's a good comeback. Momentum is with BCA Panthers for now. 2 overs, 22 runs. Definitely not bad, and we hope BCA Panthers make some game out of it. And we hope it's going to be a very interesting finals. And we do join after the break. Thank you so much.
ऐसी हवा में इधर
make it happen. This is a great start.
Welcome back. The commentary team just came a couple of balls late, and already the score is 5 past 9 for Frisco Super Kings. Actually, it's 11 for no loss in just 3 balls. 3 wides to start off from Nishant. A double of the first legal delivery, and then a fantastic pull shot which went all the way across the mid wicket for 4 runs. And a double to follow it up. It's definitely an explosive start for Frisco Super Kings right up at the start. 11 for no loss. Rupesh is taking a toll. Excellent bowling right on the length into the body. Just defended. Sharp single right into the hands of the key fielder, but still made it comfortably across on both ends. It looks to be a completely different side of the coin for FSK while batting. To be their day at this point in time. Anything which they have done, batting, bowling, seems to be starting off with the right note. 12 runs or just 4 balls. Welcome Balaji. Looks to be a fast explosive start which we both did not expect at this point in time.
Yeah, see, the best way to chase the low score is to. Sorry. Oh man, it's getting too cold for me. Alright, so the best way to respond back to the low scoring is to attack. If you have seen England, they don't care. They just go swing. It's okay. If they lose 2 wickets, they lose 2 wickets. Or else it's going to be an easy target for them. And so if the openers can get this fiery start, what it means to the middle and lower middle is like they just need to go and complete the game. And I hope the game doesn't go to the lower middle. But if the openers can give a fiery start, it's going to be a walk in the Buddha Garden for FSK. That's what I think. But we hope BCA can fight and they can be a little more active on the inner circle, make some noise, bring on some energy, and show us some good show. That's a hope. Let's see.
Energy seems to be slightly on the duller side at this point in time. Probably with the start which FSK have got. The outside side probably might have creeped in. But Tej, who has been excellent throughout the season for BCA, starting his first over.
By the way, wind is also picking up. Wind is also picking up in any 2, and it's going to be an easy hit on the V. And I am also thinking about anyone. Just an update for the viewers here in FSK versus BCA Panthers game. So in any 2, we have another match going on, another finals, and Raptors have scored 153. And FRR have already lost 1 wicket in the first over. That one is cooking to be a good game right there. And that's just an update. And so getting back to the win factor. So if any 2 is going to be advantageous win, any 1 it's going to be a disadvantageous win. So it's going to be a good game out there. So let's get back to FSK versus BCA. That's a good wide ball. I don't think bowler is bowling good. I like his rhythm, but I think he's having some tough time in controlling the ball. And his ball is obviously swinging. So extras would play a real crucial part in this game. If BCA need to have some edge over this game. Oh wow, that's a good shot. Whoa, what a catch! Fielder have been placed right there. It's a crucial wicket.
Excellent catch. You had to be on the ground to see the ease at which he took the catch. He was completely settled under the ball. It was a well hit ball right off the legs, and it was nicely flicked in the air. But unfortunately for the batsman, straight into the hands of the fielder who didn't have to move an inch. At this point in time, what we were hoping for has happened, wherein BCA has struck first. Page coming back to his line and then the first ball he did, he picked up his wicket. Now it's going to become a scenario wherein FSK have to start consolidating. Otherwise, if they start swinging all over once again with the wind factor which Balaji was just mentioning, it's going to be slightly trickier because bowling team has started to swing in the ball, and that's going to make a difference.
I think I just need to talk a little more about that catch and the field placement. I think brilliant captaincy from the BCA captain to have a fielder right there, and batsman, it's a good shot. I don't complain. It's a good shot, and it's the longest part of the ground. Let me put it that way, right? It's a cow corner, close to cow corner. He tried to clear the boundaries. Cow corners are always longest boundary in any cricket field, right? It's a good hit and also equally good catch with the pressure. Oh, that's not a good ball. It's not a good ball. Lucky bowler because it was a good sweet full toss. Luckily it was wide, or else batsman is going to back that off with the mood FSK is in, right? So Rohit, okay, so at this point of time my prediction is 75-25. And what about you?
Going by the scoreboard, sir, I would say yes, I'll have to agree to that. We're in 75% chances of FSK clinching the finals. But hoping for some quick wickets over here from a BCA perspective, wherein they can make a match out of this one. Tej really trying hard for that. It's hard to control the swing against a moving ball, especially when the wind is against you as a bowler. He's trying different variations when he's trying to bowl it full, bowl it length, trying to test the batsman with different variations just to see which one he's most uncomfortable with. Umpire checking for the number of balls remaining in this particular over. 4 more balls to go. Unfortunately, it's going to be a long over for Tej, who is yet to settle in on a line and length, even with the wicket of the first ball which he bowled in.
Definitely the only hope BCA Panthers have at this point of time is to take wickets, not to concede any extras. The bowler is running in. Oh, that's a brilliant shot. Good boundary. Okay, I'm sorry. It's not a boundary, but it's a good couple of runs, and I like the way the ball has been worked out. Bowler is bowling in good pace, to be very honest, and also Rohit, he's also bowling against the wind. And he's running in hard, so wind is going to take away some speed out of his deliveries, right? But still, it's a good shot. We'll see. I like the energy. The bowler comes in, good ball. Okay, so now the batsman is trying one too many shots, right? So last ball he had a scoop. Now the reverse for nothing. We'll see. And I think FSK is doing good. This is expected because their opening batsman should attack so that they don't make mess out of it. Let's say if they can bring down the required run to 4. Okay, another wide. I think there.
I would say batsman is actually more inspired by AB de Villiers, who announced his international retirement earlier today. So he might be giving a tribute to him by trying one too many scoops, reverse slaps.
Krishna.
At this point in time, Krishna seems to be trying to impersonate AB de Villiers at this time. So keeping that aside, that was an excellent scoop which yielded him 2 runs. But after that, he's been trying a little bit too expansive. But bowler is not landing in the right spots yet. Oh, excellent shot.
It's gonna run off. It's gone for the 4.
That's a good boundary. All right, so Krishna has been so interesting batsman for now until now. I mean, he's been trying on different angles, and he's trying all different shots, and this one paid off. And here we go. We have Dumil along with me in the commentary board, and
What a fantastic shot that was. It ran away all the way to the boundary. 23 in 2 overs. I think this is Frisco Super Kings game to be had, but we'll still have to play the whole game. It just can't give it away like that. I mean, you never know. BCA might have some some ace up their sleeve. They're bringing their key bowlers on to put some more pressure. Let's look at some stats for the bowling team real quick. Bowling team 2, stats coming up. Nishant, and Nishant's coming back on the end. And here we go. Nishant's doing the run up, and we has well played. He's defending. The goal is to just stay on the wicket. The run score is not as big, 106. I mean, in any capacity, if you just stand there, 5 runs and over, it's doable. Very, very doable, especially with a great start and 23 runs in 2 overs.
Well said, Dumil. Cricket is a funny game. We don't know what happens, but to be very honest with you, at this point of time, FSK's hand is rising so high. 2.1, 23 runs. It's a good score. And the way the batsmen are running, it's excellent running between the wicket. They have a good intent. On the other hand, if BCA can win this game, they can win only one way, just by taking wickets. And if they are going to give easy runs on extras, that's not going to help them. So I'm also aligned towards FSK's win at this point of time, just going by the stats. But again, we repeat, cricket is a funny game. We don't know. Quick 2 wickets can change the momentum. And if FSK, that's why I think FSK need to play the way England plays off late. Your top order batsman, just don't think about anything, go hit the ball. That's why I like the way the opening batsman played. That's a good catch, the good captaincy by BCA. But regardless, they played in the way they need to. That's an extra, I hope. I'm surprised it's not a wide, but still, maybe my angle from here may not. Umpire knows the better view. But good delivery from the bowler. And by the way, bowler is Nishant, and Nishant is doing good. Just 1 run in this over. And Krishna with all his fancy shots, and he have very interesting angles while he was playing. So we'll see. So Dumil, what's your prediction on this over? Like, how many runs?
I think Krishna being on the strike, he's going to go. And what a fantastic wicket. And this is what we were afraid of. BCI having ace up their sleeve. It's never over until it's over.
Right.
The beautiful thing about the game of the cricket is, we have the twist and the turn, and FSK's down 24 for 2. But here comes a fantastic lefty batsman, Rishi Singh. So now FSK will have to think about their strategy going forward just to be able to stand and maintain the wicket. But that was a fantastic delivery by Krishna. By no matter, the batsman just stood there expecting it to go out the wickets or go away from wickets, and then it just turned into the wickets and just took the bells off. I mean, if anything, BCI Panthers do have some ace up their sleeve, as we talked about. They are also competing for their finals, and they are gonna do everything in their power in terms of their tooth and nail to fight and make sure they do not give away the cup so easily. So we're in for a fantastic, chilly, cold night. It's 52 degrees out here in Frisco. The wind is picking up almost 7-8 miles per hour. So the ball's going to have the twist and turn. Let's go ahead and see how the over completes.
I told you it's going to become a nail biter. As I expected, BCA picking up a couple of wickets up front. Nishant bowling a superb and swinging ball. Batsman had no answer to that one. Krishna, who was trying a scoop and a reverse scoop at that point, I am trying to play a straighter ball, but unfortunately beaten all ends up losing his stumps down the start. Nishant is going to have the wind behind him now, even though the literally wind is against him, but he is going to be coming in, running in hard. A left-handed batsman facing him all of a sudden. Oh, that was a costly miss from the keeper. It was straight through the batsman. Fortunately, on the leg side though, from commentator's perspective, it actually looked that batsman was beaten all ends up, but it was the way down the leg side. Keeper missed it as well, but not
wide.
2 rides, adding up to the total.
So these extras are really going to add the pressure, and helps the FSK relieve some pressure. I think Krishnan is an excellent bowler, but when it comes to the righty lefty combination, it does tend to throw off a lot of ballers, right? I mean, would you agree, Rohit? Because it just you have to change your line and length, and then it's another leg, and it's gone for an extra. We're waiting for umpire's signal. Wide is the signal. So this is a common problem when you have a lefty-righty combo. It does throw off great bowlers. They have to readjust their line every single delivery. So
Every word of it was true, and even as a captain, it's actually difficult for us to manage on both sides of the stumps. The fielders have to run into the different positions. The bowler has to adjust his line and length. The keeper has to now start looking in a different way. Unfortunately for BCA, the keeper has just not settled in behind the ball, which is leaking a little bit of extra runs for them, even though the balls are wide. Oh, that was an excellent ball swinging in. Batsman had no answer to it again. Dishant is really coming into the rhythm right now. If they have to make a match out of this one, they have to pick up a few more early wickets for Panthers' perspective. Players are starting to sound their voices a little bit more than what it was at the start of the first over. You can hear a lot of Panthers boys now starting to make a little bit of noise. Frisco Super Kings batsmen have started to practice on the sidelines over here. They are expecting a big match out of this one. Wide down the leg side. Unfortunately, the bowler is still struggling to control the line and length. Let's hope that Panthers do get back online over here. We've got a strange combination over here. Dumil, who is part of the Frisco Super Kings lineup for a long time, me being on the BCA side of the history. So it's going to become a nice combination over here. Excellent line and length, but slightly off the target. Wide again.
30.
FSK off to an excellent start at this point in time. 30 runs on the board. Last ball still remaining to be bowled in the third over. They lost a couple of wickets, but they still are managing the run rate pretty well.
So the wind is actually picking up, Rohit. And the beautiful thing about wind is it can give you some extra runs, but then occasionally it can pick up a wicket. So as you can see, Rishi Singh, who's a fantastic batsman, is just trying to defend the ball. Because he knows if he ends up standing there for about 10 to 15 overs, he will end up picking at least 30 to 40 runs in extras. And that's the tough challenge. As a team, you have to make a decision whether you go for attack, since the runs that they're chasing is way below par, 107 runs. The strategy that the Frisco Super Kings are employing is to just stand and play the full 20 overs out. Yes, absolutely. And now we'll see a little break between the teams, just coming up, trying to figure out what the strategy is with the star player. फील्ड मैनेजर वो अच्छा वो फील्ड मैनेजर So we're back with Frisco Super King. On strike is Guri, and Rishi Singh. Guri is 3 overs, 30 runs. Excellent start by Frisco King. But in terms of wicket perspective, BCA Panthers have done significant damage. If we get a couple more wickets, it could be an interesting game tonight. 107 is what Frisco Super Kings are going for. And then we have a new bowler coming up. His name is Venkat. It's a brand new bowler. He's just warming up. Here we go. It's the first delivery. And wide is the call, or would be a call from umpire. No, it was a delivery that was not wide from an odd angle. It does seem that way. But excellent opening to the bowling by Venkat. And Guri is on strike.
Going by the previous match, Venkat was a star bowler. Unfortunately, he is yet to pick up on the line this time around. Short and wide, batsman has comfortably placed that between the covers. Excellent running, yields them 2 runs also over there. So coming back to the bowler, Venkat actually was the one who bowled the last over in the previous match for the semis and got them to the finals actually. So they're hoping for Venkat to repeat his antics in the bowling department again. Running in. Fuller length ball down the leg side. Oh, that was a good attempt by the keeper. Batsman was just outside his mark. Keeper threw the stumps down, but unfortunately for the Panthers, batsman had made his ground back. Umpire nodding in the negative.
I mean, the umpire is not even interested. The excellent attempt by the keeper to take the belts off. I mean, he has to put the pressure on. So, as we see, the umpires they're trying to put the belts back on, but it was a fantastic effort by the keeper, and they're trying to put everything in their power to put pressure on the Frisco Super King. So we have Frisco Super King, 32 runs, 2 wickets down, 3.3 overs. Excellent start. They do not need this high of a run rate. Their target run rate should be about 5.5, 6. Typically, they need to defend their wickets, make sure they have the depth. And here we go, guys. It's wide is the call. And this is what we talked about. Since the wind has picked up almost 5 and 7 miles per hour going north-northwest in the ground direction, the ball is going to in-swing a lot unexpectedly. And that will cause a lot of trouble for bowlers to make sure they don't end up giving a lot of extras. So again, see, that's as we expected. The ball swung. It's a full toss, almost a full delivery. Went for a single on the ground, and a quick single taken, and Rishi's back on strike. And 3 overs, 4 balls, and 34 for Frisco Super King.
At this point in time, Venkat is definitely struggling for his line and length. Rishi, who is a left-hander on the Frisco Super King side, has definitely done the magic, at least from staying over there on the crease, wherein he's definitely confusing the bowler. The line and length have to be adjusted as we are speaking in the previous over. It's going to be slightly difficult. And as we are speaking, wind has definitely started to pick up at this point in time against the bowler. Oh, excellent ball, right on the length, right on the money. Good fielding there, coming from the point, running in, stopping the single. At this point in time, all we can hope for an interesting match is one more wicket here for the Panthers. It's going to get really, really interesting at that point in time. Of course, Frisco Super Kings have a strong middle order from the previous league matches and the scores which you have seen. A lot of my players from my own team have been starting to come in over here at the back of the ground. Everyone seems to be enjoying the finals. Oh. Let's see you again, guys. Oh, that's a huge appeal. Umpire not even moved over there, completely unshaken at this point in time. A lot of pressure put on the umpire. Umpire has stood his ground and said that the ball was nowhere near the bat at this point in time.
Excellent appeal. I mean, that does put a lot of pressure on the batsman. As we expect, 34 runs in 4 overs. Very fantastic over by Venkat. Let's see who the new bowler is coming up. Let's pull up some stats on the batting team too. And they're just trying to bite that time. 2 wickets down for Frisco Super King. We have Rupesh at 9 for 5, gone 6 for 9, gone. Rishi saying it's उन्होंने अपना खाता अभी तक नहीं खोला. 0 for 4 balls and Guri Sindar. And on the bowling side, let's see. We'll see some excellent stats on the bowling side. Nishant for 2 overs, 19 runs. Not so economical, but at least picked up 1 wicket. The J Bandy, 1 wicket. And then Venkat, fantastic first over. Here we go for the next over. We're taking a little break. We'll be right back with you. What was the sponsor? Sponsors. Sponsor. Here we go again. The new bowler is Arun. It's a first time over. Taking a soft run up, and Guri is facing him. And then short ball gone to the offside. Can he go for 2? Can he go for 3? Run up, excellent. 2 runs off the ball. Fantastic start. Fantastic start. $36 for 2. This is an excellent over for so far. 1 delivery in by Guri. Guri 6 off 7. Rishi Singh not even opened their account yet. 0 for 4. And another short ball. There is no fielder there. No opportunity to take a catch. It could go for 2. Are they going to go for 2? Yes. And they made it comfortably back. It's 38 for 2. 38 for 2. Guri, the line in length is little short on the field. I think if you were to pitch it up a little bit more, Guri or Rishi would have a tough time playing against Arun. Arun, 3rd delivery of the over. Let's see if Guri continues to take some risk and go for wide. No, it was touched by the leg. It's a leg ball. No run off the over. 3 balls, 4 runs in this particular over.
Taking a break for a couple of balls. Actually, it was much more hotter over there on the other side.
Yeah.
It's actually much more colder on the commentary section over here, when the wind is just picking up and blowing into our faces right into the hand. Oh, trying a variation which had gone wrong actually. Oh, actually called in. Oh, good. Oh, from the angle it would look like a wide from here, but bowler seems to have pulled it in the right area. So the Arun.
Air is actually flowing. Wind is flowing northeast. Well defended. Cheeky single, and that is gonna count for runs. Do matter. In 5 overs, if you can hit 40 runs, you're ahead of the target.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Chasing 107. If you cannot hit boundaries, the least you can do is keep rotating the strike. The pressure keeps mounting on the bowling side, who have to defend a low score, and the batting team can continue to keep chipping away from the target. At this point in time, Rishi still yet to open his account.
Yeah, yet to open his account. He's a fantastic, aggressive batsman. I have seen him played plenty of times. He is not the one to shy away from taking risk. As you see, he's pitching his bat. Here comes a ball from Arun, and then it's wide on the leg side. Umpire. And that's the signal. And this is what we talked about, having the lefty-righty combination, right? It does tend to throw off new bowlers, and this is the first time Arun is going after Rishi, and that was signaled wide. 40 off the over, 1 more delivery to go. Rishi's strategizing something right now with the batsman. He's saying, hey, let me hit it on the right leg, and let's take a cheeky single. That's my prediction. I'm good with probabilities and predictions. Let's see if he materializes with that. And then, yep, it was a cheeky single, but unfortunately it was on the offside. So, excellent call by Rishi, and end of the over. 5 overs, 41. Great start by FSK.
Welcome back. Frisco Super Kings definitely on the right target and the right pace. They're at 41 for no loss, or actually 41 for the loss of 2 wickets at the end of 5 overs. A little bit of banter going around in the commentary box wherein Dumel is making sure that he is not letting go of Rishi.
Yeah, Rishi on average is about 130, 120 strike rate player, and for him to defend, his captains and the team has strategized where they have given him clear instruction: just stand there, rotate the wickets, do not lose it, as they have lost a couple of quick wickets in the opening. So 42 for 2. First over, Venkat is back in attack. He's a great bowler, short run up, and here we go.
Another the wide ball. The extra seems to be piling up.
As we talked about, it's the wind that we're experiencing, in like almost it's picking up almost 8 to 9 miles per hour. The wind gust, and that tends to throw off the bowlers a lot. We were at 50, almost 51 degrees and a half, and then right on the right side, it's gone all the way to the boundary. Can he run it all the way to the 4? And the umpire signals, no, it's only a 2-run. What a disappointing but 4 runs, 2 runs for the batsman, expecting 4 runs, but what a great shot by Guri. Guri seemed to hold it down, and it's 45, 2 wickets, 5.2. What a great start by FSK. They can wrap it up in like 11, 12 overs. Umpire, he's waiting for wide, and it's given wide. It's given wide. There you go. That's what we talked about with the wind factor playing in, with the lefty-righty combination, extras coming in very easily for FSK, and 46 for 2 FSK.
As you can hear in the excitement in Dumel's voice, Frisco Super Kings are definitely charged up at this point in time, wherein they are getting runs off the bat as well as on the extra side. Bowling team have to start getting back into their line and length, at least to get back into the rhythm. At this point in time, Venkat, who was the most prolific bowler for them in the previous match, is trying too hard to settle into the runs. An excellent line bowling into the batsman. All Guri could do was defend on it. Ravi at short cover picked it up fast. At this point in time, this looks to be an excellent power play for FSK. At this point in time, even with the loss of 2 wickets, they are on target for 50 at the end of this power play if they can squeeze a boundary somewhere. And as we discussed, excellent shot off the legs. Definitely a couple. Fielder had to run in all the way from long on just to cover up that particular shot. 48 for 2. 1 more ball to go into power play. The voices have definitely picked up for Frisco Super Kings on the sidelines. There's a lot of energy and a lot of buzz which is coming around from them right now. They can smell the victory over there, even though it's still 50 plus runs away, but it looks to be an easy chase if the extras keep piling up like this.
Yes, it is. Welcome to everyone who's watching the Frisco Super Final between Frisco Super Kings and BCA Panthers. It's the last delivery coming up from Venkat. Here we go, and it is defended and is gone for a bye run. Could it go for 2? It will be a single. 49 of 6 overs. Umpire, we're waiting on the signal to over up. Excellent beginning for power play. 49 for 2, but chasing 107 for victory.
I can see the snowfall in July. Thinking about you. Thinking about you. Thinking about, just thinking about you, girl.
And we are back. Power play is over. We can spread out the field. BCA Panthers are still deciding to put some pressure on. They have 3 fielders out the field, or maybe 4th on the leg side, 3rd man. Let's see. Cash Patel, if you are watching this, this is FSK. I mean, we have another viewer joining us, Cash Patel from Bollywood, all the way from Chennai, South India. He's a superstar. I don't know if you know about Cash Patel. Yeah, he's a villain, and he just messaged me, and he's watching the FSK beat or potentially beat BCI Panthers. I mean, isn't that beautiful?
So we got viewers across the globe right now.
We do.
It's still early morning for them, and looks like somebody is woken up early for this particular finals match to be. I'm betting that he actually woke up to hear Dumal's voice. But for the folks who are just joining in, this is the finals from the morning league, Frisco Cricket League's Thunder H2, and then it's between BCA Panthers and Frisco Super Kings, who have had excellent run up all the way to the finals. Unfortunately for BCA Panthers, they could not build enough momentum. They scored only 106. And Frisco Super Kings are well on their way to beat that particular target. 50 runs scored off 6.2 overs. Bowler Srinivas K, who was the bowler of the season not too long ago, his bowling is slow leg spin, and the ball has chipped straight in the air.
Rishi, by God. That was absolutely disappointing. It was just taken 54-3. I cannot believe it. It was just lofted in the air. The batsman went for it, got a little thicker edge than unexpected, and then went on the right side for an easy catch. Absolutely easy catch. Great comeback by BCA Panthers. Guys, the game is not over. The play is not over. If you are watching this could go either way. It could be FSK's night. It could be BCA's night. We have to stay up. This could go absolutely either way. Nice fighting back by BCI Panthers and taking a wicket of Rishi Singh. Let's see who the next batsman's coming down the field. And it's going to be Vikramjit Singh. Vikramjit Singh!
As expected, this was going to happen. Srinivas, who has been an excellent bowler across the seasons for BCA Panthers, he has also actually captained them for a couple of seasons as well. He is well known to take wickets in the middle overs. He bowls his slow leg breaks. The ball is just flighted in the air. Batsman thinks that he is almost there. He can whack it out of the park. But ball just dips on him at the last minute and then bounces and takes a splice. Just what happened to Rishi all the way over there. Vikram, who is an aggressive batsman by his own nature, is the number 4 or number 5 for FSK at this point of time. He tried to swing it across and cut through. Unfortunately missed him. The blustering wind you can hear across the mic over there. Tried a variation, but it way down the leg side. An extra for FSK, adding up to the total 51 for 3. Another flighted ball, and Vikram has swung it.
It is
A catch. It is an excellent catch at the boundary line.
It's a catch.
It's a catch at the boundary line.
I absolutely cannot believe it. BCA is enough. They're fighting back. They are saying we will not go good night in the night. We will fight it. We will fight it. We will absolutely fight it. And the batsman absolutely cannot believe the decision he took. He does not believe it. It is unbelievable. Folks, boys, men, ladies, gentlemen, everyone, if you are joining tonight, this is the game to watch. I don't care if you saw the ICCI T20 World Cup. This is not the game. This is the game you want to watch. This is filled with turns and twists, and FSK does not have it sewn up. It does not have it sewn up. The wiki saying he's walking back with his head held down. I absolutely cannot believe the shot choice he decided to take. And BCI are back. They are back. 51 for 4. They can really do some serious damage here, Rohit. I'm telling you, this game is not sewn up. You and I, we are gonna have a final for memory. We will have this final forever, because we have never seen this kind of play in an international game. And I can bet you this is the best game out there in the universe of cricket. Yes, universe of cricket. The BCI Panthers, fantastic bowling. And we have a new bowler from Pankaj, and we will have a new batsman. I mean, we'll see some nervousness going around from FSK. BCI back in command, 51 for 4. They know they don't have a lot of runs to defend. They know it. But what they do know is if they can take a couple more wickets, they can absolutely put additional pressure on FSK, and FSK knows it. This is the moment. This is the reason why we play the cricket. And here we go again. Offside. It's a new bowler. Pankaj taking. And now FSK realizing they have to defend the castle. They have to defend the castle. Second delivery, and they cannot go for a ridiculous shot. And it's misfield. And that would cause them an extra run or two. If I was BCI, I would tighten up the tick. I would bring my attackers back on. This is the second string. Not yet. We're almost not in the depth of the bowlers, Rohit. And we want to see some aggressiveness from BCI coming out this right now. But they're going with their secondary, third string bowler right now, Pankaj. And it allows FSK to take some pressure off, because they can rotate the strike and they can put few runs on the board, and then allows them to take a mental break from the aggressiveness that BCF's experienced right now. Your thoughts?
My thoughts are actually quite different on that one, to be very honest, because I think the strength of this BCA team in the middle overs has always been the spin and the slow bowlers who have taken regular wickets. And the need of this hour for them to win this particular finals has to be wickets.
Yes.
And the way the things have gone in the last couple of overs, looks like FSK was trying to finish it up too early. It was loopy balls which come in the middle of the pitch and they tried to whack it on the ground. But unfortunately for them, Rishi top-edged it straight into the hands of the keeper. Vikram tried to swing it hard. It was a short leg side ball. He tried to swing it way too hard. Unfortunately, due to the wind coming across the ground, the ball just could not have the legs to parry over the ground. The fielder was positioned perfectly at the deep fine leg. He took it safely into his hands. Now, Panthers are back in the game.
Panthers are absolutely back in the game. Panthers are absolutely back in the game. This is the 8th over completion, 53 for 4. It is not about the overs. It's not about the runs. It's absolutely about the wickets. I mean, if you guys are joining us right now at this moment, I can tell you one thing. We are having a fantastic game of cricket. If you are a cricket spectator, we will be enjoying this game forever. It's 52 degrees out in Frisco, northeast ground 1, 2, and the wind is blowing northeast, almost 8 miles per hour. And it is pressure on for Frisco Super King, and BCI Panthers has to go for the kill. And then we have a bowler, Srinivas, coming back, who took 2 wickets in his first over for 2 runs, and he's lofting a ball again. And that was a short pitch, but we have a protection out there on the low leg side. So it was a single, and it's absolutely understandable. It's a very smart field set up by the captain himself. If I have to just ask a simple question, why doesn't he have a second protection on the secondary offside, almost on the mid-on, right? I mean, or mid-off. Is it mid-on?
debut wicket, and then that allows the batsman to not turn it all the way on the leg side, but go for those singles or cheeky shots. And excellent delivery, single taken off the bowl from Srinivas. And again, if you allow the batsman to settle in and take and rotate those wickets, they will get comfortable. Bear in mind, the score is 106. It is not too much, Rohit. I'm telling you, Rohit, it is absolutely not too much. If BCI has to go for it, they have to bring their main bowlers back, go for the kill. If they go for the kill right now, I think they can close out the game. But if they allow it to let it simmer, like they are allowing it, their batsmen are getting comfortable. They're going for cheeky singles. They're playing the shots. They can see the ball. If they allow that and they don't bring Venkat back on the attack, as we saw, and the additional top bowlers, I can tell you, FSK will take this away. So, Rohit, your thoughts?
At this point in time, this over has definitely not gone according to plans for Panthers. Srinivas has definitely leaked a little bit of more runs than what he did in the first. Definitely something which FSK would prefer at this point. And as Dumal was mentioning, it might not be a bad thought to bring in Nishant just for an over or two, just to see in case if he can pick up one more wicket over there, which would really break the back of FSK at this point in time. But at this point in time, from FSK's perspective, they have to just hang in there. Runs will keep coming for them. All they have to do is just hang in on one side of the wicket. At the end of the over, it's 59 for 4. That's funny. We are back. Last over before the break. Pankaj bowling in to his excellent shot. Excellent shot. It's all the boundary for 6.
I cannot believe it! I cannot believe it! That is an unbelievable shot by Guri, who's been standing there since second over. That is absolutely beautiful shot. That will take some pressure off FSK. That will put some more pressure on BCI. As we were talking about, you do not let the batsmen get comfortable. If you let them get comfortable, you know what happens? They start taking chances. They see the ball, they take a chance, they go for it, and that ball was out of the ground. Unbelievable shot by Guri. It's gone for 6, and he defends the next ball, takes a single. Beautiful over. This over is done for FSK. FSK is coming back in the game. This is BCI should not bring their shoulders down. They should go for attack. I don't see any team resolve right there. Rohit, as a BCI Panthers ex-player, okay, absolutely, ex-player, you have to tell me, what can they do to stop FSK attack right now? Because that FSK attack, counter-attack was absolutely brilliant.
Indeed, it was a brilliant shot. From a BCA Panthers perspective, all they can hope is that they can bring in their primary strike bowlers across after the break. At this point in time, the spinners, unfortunately, are starting to leak runs at this point in time. FSK becoming more and more comfortable, getting in steady pace of runs. At the end of the break, at this point in time, FSK comfortably placed at 67 with a loss of 4 wickets. At this point in time, It looks to be an even game. Let's come back after the break, guys.
I can see the snowfall in July. Thinking about you. Thinking about you. Thinking about just thinking about you.
For what? No, no. See, you,
The match interesting.
They made it.
One more wicket.
oh, really? You made the game interesting. Like, here, no. Heading towards FRR. Uh-huh. Huh? Yeah. And
It was in the.
so you start.
You want me to?
for a boundary. Look at the experience he's showing.
We're having an extended break between the team. FSK, as we know, is chasing 106, and we are getting back in the ground. The break is over from 10 overs. Guri with 27 off the 30 deliveries, and Praveen Shri 4 off the 6. It is absolutely chilling out here in Frisco, Texas, 50 degrees. But we are not stopping. We're playing the cricket. And BCI Panthers, I hope they have a strategy in place. I hope they go for the kill, because there is not enough runs. 40 runs. They have almost 60 deliveries. That FSK can just stand there and get that done. Let's see. Here's the game of cricket finals from any to ground 2021.
I can see the snowfall in July. Thinking about you. Thinking about you. Thinking about, just thinking about you, girl.
Okay, welcome back, folks. Rejoining back after the 10-over break over here for the finals between Panthers, BCA Panthers, and Frisco Super Kings. Praveen and Guri still on the ground over there. Tej will start the proceedings after the 10 overs, setting up his field with the field spread out. At this point in time, it looks to be a long on, deep square leg. Is sending back a long off, and fine leg is being called in. Actually, deep square leg has actually been called in as well. So it looks to be an aggressive field from BCA Panthers. They seem to have understood that they cannot keep leaking singles and doubles within the circle. Boundaries are still a hard commodity at this point in time. It's definitely getting colder over here on the ground. Fielders, umpires, everyone with their gloves on. Actually, it makes it a lot difficult for the bowler alone, who is bowling without any protection at this point in time. He's running in hard. Shot on the leg side, swung away towards a deep fine leg. It's definitely going to be at least 2 runs, unless until batsmen think of a third. Looks like it's not going to be. Easy couple of runs.
So we have 59 deliveries and almost 38 runs to go for FSK. Run rate of 3.86 required. So far, they've been attacking BCI almost 7 runs and over. So now they just have to play this over out. He's going for a shot. Umpire soft signal, not out. He's not even interested. He's not even looking. The ball missed the batsman before he swung it. So no, but excellent way for BCI to put some pressure on the batsman. Here we are on the next delivery, and then it's a short pitch ball, and it could be an easy single. Trying by the fielder to stop it with his leg, but no success over there. And that's the singles matter. The singles absolutely matters. For BCI, what matters is going for the kill. They need at least two more wickets. If they cannot accomplish that in the next 3 overs to 4 overs, FSK can just cruise it back home at the rate of 4 per over. And it's an offside shot. Could it go all the way in the boundary? No, it's stopped. There's a little dew on the ground, and it will stop. The ball will get caught between the grass. It's 2 off the delivery. And this is the run rate they're looking for. That's almost 5 off the over. It's 4 deliveries, 5 off the overs, and JB is struggling trying to get some wickets. The captain needs to materialize, rearrange the field to go for the attack, and they're still
Very excellent delivery by JB. Nice comeback, but we have still one more ball. But the targeted run rate that the FSK needs to achieve, they have achieved in this particular over. So then one wonders, will they go for defense or will they go for additional runs in this over? Let's see. Here comes the ball from JB, and then a cheeky single, and it could be run out, but it is. We're waiting for a soft signal from the third umpire. He's not interested. Batsman is comfortably in, and it is not out. What a nice way to take a run from the over. We have 11 overs, 73 of the overs. We're waiting for umpires to signal. 73. They're excellent running between the wickets. 73 of 11 overs. Praveen and Guri. Guri is holding a line 30 off the 33. I mean, we have a game, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching us tonight, this is the game between FSK and BCI Panthers. Let's see if BCI can go for the kill. Captain should... let's pull up some stats real quick. Batting team, Guri absolutely holding one end with 30 off 33, and Praveen with 7 off the 9. We have Yogesh, Rajat, Rajesh, and a few other players waiting to bat. As we can see, they have depth of batting, but it could change the game going for an additional 30, 36, 37 additional runs. New bowler is Nishant back in attack. I believe the captain heard me. He knew he had to go for attack. Nishant is one of their best bowlers who can make something happen, make a change happen, go for the kill, go for the wicket, and they're trying to put additional pressure on FSK. We are on the 12th overs. Nishant has 2 overs to go, and let's see if BCI Panthers can come up with some sort of magic. Here we go. Additional delivery from Nishant, and here it goes to all the way on the leg side, and umpire says wide. And this is what we talked about. The wind is picked up from north-south, and it allows the bowler to swing the ball, but it also puts them in predicament where they end up getting additional extra runs, and the extra runs are absolutely putting pressure on BCI Panthers, because FSK just has to stand there for 20 overs and then they can collect additional extra runs. And then nice defense by Guri, and it's a dot ball from Nishant. Very nice attack. I mean, I think the captain made the right decision bringing Nishant back into the attack, because he knows that if he can put a couple more wickets, they can go for the kill here. But if they do not, FSK just has to stand there or just materialize at 4 to 5 runs and over. An off shot, and could it go all the way? No, the ball is stopped on the do. Can he go for the 2 runs? Will they go for the 3 runs? The batter on the wickets, and it is 3 runs off the delivery. What a great shot by Guri. It's gone for 3 runs. FSK trying to materialize and capitalize on every single opportunity they get. Rohit, your thoughts?
I can't match that excitement at this point.
What is going on?
Actually, I would say, Hari, that is my thoughts as well. But no, but in all fairness, it was an excellent cut shot. No, there was Hari on the sidelines who was making his own commentary at the side. But yep, this seems to be the last roll of dice for BCA Panthers, wherein Nishant was brought back to pick up a wicket in this particular over. But FSK has definitely safely negotiated him, wherein they have actually scored runs off this particular over, wherein there was an excellent cut shot earlier in this over, wherein it was short, wide, and Guri just hammered it over the covers. Normal ground, it would have easily crossed across the boundary lines, but in NE2, the grass is way too thick for any kind of boundary balls across over there. Last ball remaining in this particular over. All FSK has to do has to just stand their ground, and the runs are going to start coming in. Excellent ball. Just easily rotated off to long off for a single. That brings them back to 78 for 4 after 12 overs. Just 29 required of the last 8 overs. Under 3.5 right now required from a run rate perspective. It's going to be an easy chase if this continues on. BCA has to definitely bring in their strike bowlers back again to make this match interesting.
Speaking of firepower, Rohit, I mean, BCA seems to lack the attack and the intention. I mean, I don't see the energy, attitude. The BCA needs to go for the kill. They need to rally their trips. They need to go absolutely. They have 40 deliveries. This is the time for them to go for making a kill. And if they do not, FSK can just continue to stand there to pick them off for easy singles or doubles, and just take it away from BCA. So as a BCA supporter, I have to ask, what is the captain thinking? I mean, it was the right decision bringing Nishant. I mean, how would you continue putting additional pressure on FSK?
At this point in time, there's definitely a pressure which is going to be brought on from Venkat's side. That was an excellent ball. Praveen tried to swing it way hard into the leg side, which is an open deep square leg area, but unfortunately he could not make any contact. This is the only way which BCA can come back into this particular ground, wherein they have to start picking up wickets. The only way the pressure can be applied is by picking up wickets. A fielder going back on a deep square with the way the previous shot was played. Now, shot again. Just cross across the fielder who outstretched hands. It was an easy single down to long on. At this point in time, from a BCA perspective, the captain is throwing all what he has got. The two strike bowlers coming in back for a spell again, trying to take one more wicket, trying to make this match interesting. Just under 25 required at this point in time. Excellent shot on the rise, placed to the deep point area for an easy single. This seems to be becoming like a walk in the park for Frisco Super Kings at this time.
I mean, that's what we talked about, Rohit. This is the sensible cricket we talked about. BCA has to attack. They have to go for the kill. On the other hand, and this is a wide delivery, and it's going to go for an extra. That's a 2 additional run that's leaked. FSK, they just have to play absolutely sensible cricket. If they play sensible cricket, the cup is theirs. The game is there. They just walk away as a winner. As a winners, BCA, the pressure is on BCA. Do they have to go for the kill? And then to bring Venkat, who is their great bowler, but they have to put additional pressure, a full toss. Come on, Venkat. Come on, Venkat. You cannot give a full toss on a middle of aggressiveness. I mean, I think he was going for a Yorker or a block hole ball, but it went for 2 runs, and this is not the place or the time to take the pressure by giving him a full toss. I mean, FSK 84 for 4, walking it easy. I mean, you see the sidelines, the FSKs are already celebrating. They are celebrating. You see the players, you see the captain, you see the team. Their shoulders are down. They have the defeatist attitude. They need to rally their troops. They say, go for the kill. The game is not over. We still have 23 runs and we have 8 overs to be played. Rohit, the game has to be played to the fullest. BCA, to me, they can absolutely make a comeback. They have to make a comeback. All they need is 1 or 2 quick wickets, and they're back in the game. They will be going deep. Rohit, they will be going deep in the order of FSK. And once they go deep, they can make that pressure happen, and then they can take the game away. But BCA has to make something happen in the next 6 to 10 deliveries. Yes.
So at this point, I couldn't agree that one anymore. At this rate, FSK is going to easily chase this target by another couple of overs. The only way which BCA can come back is we are getting feedback from the commentary section as well. The FSK sidelines is definitely prompting us that all we need to do is milking the singles. That's what is happening at this point in time. Apart from the boundary balls, all they're doing is just milking 1s and 2s. At this point in time, the only way which we can think or make this match interesting is actually taking a couple of wickets at this end. And unfortunately, from BCA Panthers perspective, the strike bowlers are running out of overs. It's a last over from Nishant, which is pending right now. 21 required of 7 overs, just 3 runs required of every over. Looks a daunting target for BCA Panthers at this point in time. But still, cricket is actually a funny game. Just going by the way things have gone in the previous semi-finals and the way the quarterfinals went across, even 20 runs sometimes becomes a difficult target if the batsmen start making their own mistakes.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen people choke for like 10 runs. We've seen teams give up wickets when they absolutely don't need to. The pressure can be held. I mean, here comes a new bowler, Nishant, back in the attack as the last over. If they're smart, they would play it out. That is gone on a thick edge. There was no protection. Could it go for 2? Could it go for 4? If I was BCI, I would be surrounding that batsman with attack. There's no need to save the singles. There is absolutely no reason there was no protection on the slip. When you have your top bowler coming in, picking up a thick edge, that could have been a wicket. BCI, I'm sorry. This is your moment to shine. This is your moment to be remembered forever in the stars. You do not let FSK to take it up. This is sensible cricket the FSK is playing. They're milking the singles. They are milking the singles. They are getting to their target by just taking a cakewalk. This is not the win anybody wants. BCI Panthers, we expect more from you. FSK, we expect more from you. But this is BCA Panthers. But this is the game we had, and it is absolutely fantastic here to be in Texas, Frisco, NE2 ground on November 19th with 50 degrees and 9 miles per hour wind blowing on south-south-northeast. We are here thanks to Rajan Dwivedi, who has done an excellent job putting the infrastructure in, putting the broadcast in. I mean, we are here. Rajan Dwivedi, thank you so much. You are a superstar. You are the sun for FCL cricket. Can you say a few words?
Thank you so much, Dhumil. I am very much enjoying your lively commentary and some fun with Rohit. Of course, you know, the temperature is cold, but you guys are bringing a lot of good energy and humor. Keep it up. This is first time we are trying this experiment, and hope people enjoy it, they like it, and we'll continue. We'll add on some more live streaming into playoffs and some other games. So anyway, guys, this is going to be holiday season. I want to give microphone back to Dhumil and Rohit, but happy holidays. Have a very good season. Enjoy your time with your families and loved ones. Here you go, Rohit.
Thank you, Rajan Bhai. As we were just explaining, it's definitely a magnitude effort which has to be applauded over here behind the scenes. He does this every match, irrespective of what happens in his own teams, what happens with the results of each and every match. But he's there on the ground. Oh, that was a drop. That was a straight in and out of the hands. That was the only time where BCA could have picked up some wickets, but unfortunately the ball just sailed past through the hands.
This is what we're talking about. Shoulders down, head down. You know, you gotta chin up. You gotta go for it. That could have been a wicket. That could have turned it over, because that would have been Guri taking off on a catch on a short pit. You're right, absolutely. But having said that, it's 14 overs, 90 runs, 4 wickets. I mean, FSK has to go for 2 runs and 2.83 econ. I mean, if anything, if I'm a betting person, which I am, I would bet my money on FSK. BCA has to absolutely pull a miracle. But having said that, that was a great delivery. And that was a great placement. The fielder, let's not dwell on it. And oh no, you do not give a short pitch, and it is gone. It is absolutely gone all the way. Umpire signal 6, and FSKs are going for the kill. FSK is going for the kill. They are going. They sense the weakness. and they are going for the kill. Oh boy, that was an absolute delivery and absolutely knocked out of the park, almost 82, 84 meters. I mean, the wind helped a little bit. And here comes the next delivery, and he's going on the right side. There's no protection. Why would the captain set up the field with just only one protection on the left side?
It's just the way Srinivas bowls actually. He tries to see the batsman through the air, but unfortunately the last two balls have been just not up to the mark. The ball is just standing in the middle of the pitch, begging to be hit, and which Praveen definitely responded in the previous ball, smashing it over the deep fine leg fence over for a 6. Second ball was just placed nicely into the gap for a couple of runs. Now coming back.
No, you're absolutely right. The bowler, Srinivas, has taken 2 crucial wickets. He picked up Vicky and he picked up another batsman. I mean, he has gone for the kill. But having said that, they are applauding dot balls. Yes, we see celebration happening on the FSK side. There we go. We are seeing celebration a little bit on the FSK side. And back to the game. Back to the game. They need 10 more runs, 9 to tie, and 10 to win it. Can FSK or can BCA pull off a miracle here? Srinivas, 4 deliveries. There's a 2 wide, and it's gone all the way. Could it be a cut? 6! It is gone! It is gone all the way! It is gone! Umpire signal is... No, we're waiting for umpire signal. It's 6! Umpire signal 6! Umpire signal 6, sir. Yes, it is gone. The ball has carried. This is unbelievable. If you are not here, you are not realizing this is absolutely magnificent shot by Praveen. FSK 105 for 4. It is their game. Here they go for the kill, and he goes for the kill. Could it go all the way? All the FSK supporters are running on the field. Yes, it's gone for the 4. It's gone. It is done. It is absolutely done. What an incredible finish by FSK. 109 for 4. I cannot believe it. You have to be here. FSK as a winner for any 2 FCL championship. Great victory. What a fantastic night, Rohit. Thank you so much. I wanna applaud you. This is a great night for FSK. This is a great night from BCA for being a second in runner-up. I mean, great effort by team. Little short on their batting side, but they did fought really well. They made it really interesting for a while. Absolutely great game. I cannot believe it. This is why we love cricket. Yeah. This is why we love cricket.
Absolutely, absolutely wonderful game of cricket. FSK made an easy chase out of it in the last couple of overs, wherein they had not even had to try anything else. That's our Rajabai, who is making a lot of noise in front of the camera. Okay, after that excitement show from BCA captain Mr. Rajan Rapani, who was officiating in NE2. Thanking you all from NE2 at this point in time, closing the match. Excellent season for BCA and FSK being the finalists at this point in time, or the winners of the finals.
So, if you're joining me, this is the FSK team. We have Rajat, we have Dr. Chowda. FSK, where are you? Yes. We're going to do a quick bite. So, how does it feel to be a champion?
Oh my God. I can't explain the feeling of being a champion. You know, this is most excited part of my life, and I just can't express it. You can see the boys, you can see the energy. Everybody's
Yes.
like going crazy.
Come on, let's go, guys, boys. Yeah, we have a few words to say. Yes, Dr. Chowda, thank you so much for joining me. I mean, it was fantastic win by your team. How does it feel?
Unbelievable.
unbelievable. It was a great teamwork. The enthusiasm, the energy was amazing. Just can't believe it. We won the championship. Thank you so much.
And Bharat, do we have the captain? Bharat, please come on and join for a few words real quick. So Bharat, congratulations first of all. I want to say it was not a big score, but there were little hiccups. BCI did try to take a couple of early wickets. How did you counter that, and how does it feel to be a champion?
I think the ballers did the great job, and that's what we planned to do. And we restricted to we were planning to do under 100, and I think we're pretty close. So great work on my ballers, my team. I think they did a good job, and we came with the plan, and we delivered that.
And how are you going to celebrate tonight?
We're gonna see. We have not yet planned, but yeah, let's see.
All right, there's going to be some celebration here from NE2 ground. Frisco Super King being a champion for FCL Day Cricket League.
Yes.
Thunders, absolutely. Thank you so much for all joining us. Thank you, City of Frisco, and thank you, congratulations to Frisco
Thank you
Super
for
King.
having me.
And here we go, saying good night to our tonight's presentation.
BCA 3 पे
And upon our Bela as well as actors on this side. We are almost getting started. We are finalizing the individual awards of the players. We'll get started very soon. All right, both teams are here. Thunders.
Fantastic series. This is the third year we are doing FCL, and FCL 3 years. It's been like fascinating. Thank you. And H2 series, it's been special because we have 2 new champions, 2 new runners-up, so which is always good for the game. All right. Before we get into the details, I really want to thank some people here. We have so many more. Can we have attention here, please? We have so many volunteers. We have so many volunteers who help set up the trophies, who help set up the arrangements here, who help set up the live coverage. We had live coverage Yeah, I don't know many of you seen or not, and there was a live commentary too. And a lot of us think that, or we forget the fact that we have extraordinary facilities here, right? I saw people, Mayur Masan, diving, Rakesh Bhai, 21 years old. He was diving on the grass. So fantastic facilities. We must all right. Yeah, we must thank City of Frisco for all this. All the volunteers. And you know, I haven't seen a league where they bring the stumps, they put the cones, they take it religiously, they help arrange all the, if somebody is occupied, it's really fantastic, man. Let's give them a big round of applause. This is tailored for everybody. I'm not sure all the captains might know him. He's a busy man this series. So I'd like to have a few words, Taylor, how you feel about this season,
All right, thank you guys for allowing me to take part of you guys' amazing sport of cricket. I'm fairly new to the sport. It's been quite the adventure for me. Again, for everyone who do not know who I am, my name is Tyler Burks. I'm the athletics coordinator for the city of Frisco. I oversee all of the
Let's get started with the presentation ceremony. So we'll go with the Thunders first, okay? And best fielder from Thunders, Viswajit Kaur. Come on, boy! Phenomenal job. Ram Prasad Raju from Mace Warriors. And now, Thunders, how many matches they fought, like shoulder to shoulder, they came all the way there, and they played really good cricket. Nobody kind of, it's been competitive series for them. So, runners up from Thunders, BCA Panthers. 2021 H2, the champion! Ajay,
a lot